escalated a little quickly. Morning. It's a beautiful sunny day, but unfortunately that's going to change. It's supposed to rain here around 4 or 5 o'clock. So we're going to try to run some corn. It's kind of hard to get to. We don't have many cornfields left. In fact, once we get these 2 done today, if we do get them done, the rest of it's all on the bottom. And if we get that far and it hasn't rained, I think we're going to switch back to beans tonight. So we're taking a truck to the field right now. There's 55 acres of corn at this farm we're going to. Realistically, I don't know if we'll get that done before it rains or not, but there's 20 acres of that 55 that we definitely want to get done. It's kind of down in a hole. We can't get trucks to that field. We have to cart it out of there. That's why we want to get it done before it rains. That's where we're heading right now. Dad's in front of me. I'm going to drop the truck off where we can load, and then we'll go get the combine and the grain cart. So now that they're started, we got 1 truck at the field. I'm going to take the other one. We're probably just going to run 2 trucks there, especially when we start carting from that other field. Basically, we have to run the ends off of this 35-acre field, and then we have a 20-acre field that we have to go cart from. So it's going to be kind of slow going. 2 trucks will be plenty, and we don't have a lot of space there to park trucks. So we're just going to take the 2 bigger trailers, and that's the Kenworth and the Freightliner. And when one of them gets low, we'll switch it up for the Volvo.
Morning, everybody. Thursday morning, I think it is. We're going to move down another field, go open these ends up. And then we got to move right up the road to another field down over the hill, and we want to try to get it out before it rains. We'll probably do this field later. We'll try to do some beans here when we get this 20 acres done. So we're getting it started here, not too off our limit as usual. We'll get her. Got to make a place to park the trucks because we'll haul it down the road a little ways.
So the gleaner is fixed. It has been fixed for a couple days now, but we've just been over here away from where it was at. Today it will be hopefully running beans. Once we get, like I say, done over here, we're going to switch back to beans. We went ahead and switched the gleaner over this morning when we were waiting on it to, you know, dry off a little bit, and the cloth was already here. So will be nice to be back in the gleaner. Now Dad's folding up. Go to that other field I was telling you about. Might make things a little bit slower, but we got to get it done. Times like this is why we really love the folding corn head.
Okay, we'll move up this other field up here. Not much traffic, that's good. Right in there is where we're going. This field right here. And it's steep going down. Okay, made it look good. Put the ladder out. Don't want to hit the cab roof here. If it's up too high, it'll hit the roof. Cab, that wouldn't be good.
It looks like BJ was transferring this morning. Here we got our lights lit up. This is why I always check my leg. Make sure that we're not going to put corn in the wrong bin. So we need to shut this off, and then we need to go flip around our distributor. So we step on this pedal, turn this pulley over here to wet bin, and we're good. So they're taking forever to get a load, so I'm going to hook up the gleaner to the bean head. That way we're ready to roll when we're done over there. taking forever. Like 1,000 bushel an hour. So I went and got everybody lunch. Hot dogs and milkshakes. So I don't know if we're going to get to do that 55 acres, all of it. I think we might run out of wet space. I need to climb up there and check. There's probably another 8 loads down there, and we're getting tight on space in that wet bed. So we might have to leave that corn. I hate to, that's the only corn that way. I'd rather just get it today, but we might switch over and do beans for an hour or two before it rains. I'd rather start doing beans with that when Big Mike gets here while Dad finishes corn, but we'll see. Yeah, we're getting there. So the dryer is running, but it's only drying about 500 bushels an hour. We can probably dump 3,000 bushels right now if we stop. We're not gonna have enough to do that field, unfortunately. You must have sneezed.
Well, we've done this 20 acres, and I guess rain's getting close, so we're gonna go over and start on this other 35 acres. One we took the ends off of. We'll go ahead and run some of it until it rains, I guess. We're just about full to wet bed, so we'll see how we get. Might load all the trucks, but we'll see. Get up out of here. There goes Brian, another truck.
So our bin level indicator right up there has turned yellow. That means halfway up our last ring we have corn. So we are very tight on space. Right now I'm going to take the red truck over and fuel it up, take it to the field, and then come back and dump this truck. I'll bring the black truck back too. That'll maybe buy a little bit of time. We can at least maybe dump this truck and the black truck. If we can get those two dumped, I think with the cart and all the trucks, we'll be able to hold that field. If it doesn't rain, you know, we might be scratching our head going, how are we going to get trucks for beans? But at least we'll have that corn out of there. So walking through here, there's not much harvest loss. One thing I am noticing in this field, and I don't know if it's just this one, but there seems to be a lot of grain cart loss. Yep, definitely a lot of grain cart loss. Now I don't know if there's some adjustments we can make to cure that, but we'll see if we can get that dialed in a little bit. We're gonna call a guy, get him out here, we'll be good to go. Oh, that's looking bad. I definitely don't think we're gonna make it to beans. So we're gonna go up to the top of the bin and check it out using the remote on this truck. If it's full, I'm going to close the flow off to it. That's why I want to do with this trailer. It's got the remote. Open this door up. I should be able to see right here. So let's get to the top. Well, we're pretty full. I don't know if that truck's all going to fit or not. We might have to wait 30, 40 minutes. Well, we are full. We got half that truck dumped. We're going to go get the other hopper from the other farm and probably use it, and then hopefully after we do all that we can dump the rest of that truck, because we need that truck that's on the dump half empty to finish that field. And then the cart's probably also going to be full. Big Mike to the rescue. So he's going to take Dad and my brother that truck, and I'm going to go ahead and unhook the gleaner. I knew when I hooked that thing up that early, it's like I'll never get to use this combine today. But yeah, it's going to be raining here in probably 2 hours. About the time we get done with that field. There's no like percent chance it's going to rain, so we'll try to bring the gleaner over here. The hoop barn's kind of full, so just go ahead and get that over here and let that wet bin catch up a little bit and get the rest of that truck dumped. That's the plan. Okay, unhook the header. It's unfortunate. I was hoping to do some beans today, but it is what it is, and we got a good bit of corn done today before the rain. I will say this bean head from Gleaner, this Agco Draper head, by far the easiest head I've ever put on a trailer, but I guess the only other bean head I've ever put on a trailer is one of our McDonald's. There's no pads you have to put it on. You can set the whole frame on there. Very simple, very easy to line up. Do a quick weather check before we drive this back over to the barn, but I think we're going to be making that trip. So oddly enough, people ask what kind of weather app I use pretty often. Nothing fancy. I use the free version of the Weather Channel because in my opinion they pretty much all stink. So we're in Chillicothe. It would appear we're going to get the rain. Expect rain around 5. Wonderful. To the barn. Power ladder. Shifting gears. And now we're in road gear. To the barn. Getting a little creative here. So I think we have enough room for the Kenworth back hopper to get it empty. We also have a dump truck over here, the Freightliner dump truck. It'll hold about 700 bushels of corn. Right now it's got beans on it. So once we get that Kenworth dumped, Big Mike's gonna take it down the field. I'm gonna dump those beans off the Kenworth, or off the dump truck. I think with that dump truck and the grain cart, and maybe a little bit on the combine, we'll be able to hold that field. But the rain's coming, so we gotta hurry. Oh look, I got my stair goal. Good for me. Oh. The room is not something we have. Since I shut the first hopper off, we've dried like 350, 400 bushel. It is peaked down right there. So like we've probably got a hole in the center that we're filling up right now. I just don't know that we've got enough to dump this truck all the way. Success! We can close the hatch, but we are full. No more trucks today. In all honesty, it'll probably be about 3.5 hours before we could dump another truck. So this truck has beans on it. We need to go swap our leg around to the bean bin and get it dumping because the rain is almost here. These are from the Sea Consultants test plot. That's why we have a random truckload of beans. That might have escalated a little quickly. Hey, we got it all out. We fit in here well. Yeah. Lots of space. We have one more truck. We have the Kenworth dump truck. We don't really put grain in it ever, but she's gonna get loaded tonight because we're gonna be like a pass or two short. Fingers crossed she starts. Fired right up, purred like a kitten. Hello, Miss Lady. Haven't seen her in a while. So they're on the last pass, but I need to raise this bed, make sure we don't have any gravel in it. Sure looks clear to me. A little bit of stuff coming out of it though. Good enough. Ooh, it's gonna be so close. He will only be able to put about 500 bushels on this dump truck. And there's close to that out there in the field still. Now it still has just one more pass. And the rain starts and this truck doesn't have a turn. So we need to head straight to the hoop line. So both the dump trucks are full. 4 semis are full. And the grain cart's pretty much full. But that field is done. D-U-N, done. So glad we got that off before it rains. The rain is sprinkling right now, so just in the nick of time. So Dad's on the way over here. He's gonna put the combine, the grain cart, and the hoop barn. We need to make some room, shuffle some equipment around. I think it'll all fit. But we need to move some stuff. And the accelerator, yeah, it might sit outside, but the tractor will be in. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that floater over there. Plenty of space, plenty of space. You need your shades on?
Between pulling in and you brighten me with tiger lights and then him pulling in.
I had to be able to see. Do me a favor, if you're enjoying these harvest vlogs and you like the content, do me a favor and thumbs up the video. See if we can get over 10,000 likes this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So according to my YouTube metrics, we're getting a lot of new viewers, but not a lot of subscribers. So if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss any new videos.